Hey, come make your picks. I'm live right now, so don't say anything you don't want everyone to hear you say.
Nielsen's are coming here.
Oh, but not downstairs.
Yeah, I know. Someone told me they can't come downstairs.
Okay, take turns. Who's first?
Me.
Who's ahead? Who's winning? Who's losing?
Me. No, we're tied.
I think you guys are tied.
Yeah, I think it's like Packers.
Okay.
I think it's like 21 to 21.
way. Okay, Afton's turn. Get your mouth off that thing.
My mouth isn't on it. My cheeks are on it.
Same thing.
What?
Vikings, Packers, okay. Eagles, Cowboys, same division for both of you guys, okay.
Where are they?
Who are you looking for?
Oh.
Found it?
49ers.
49ers, okay.
Kristen likes the 49ers.
Well, she's not a good teacher then.
No, she's a good teacher.
I'm joking. Okay, Texans, okay, Afton.
Afton, I'll just tell you that the 49ers aren't that good.
You'll just tell her that the 49ers aren't that good.
Yeah,
You don't listen to me too much. Patriots, okay, goodbye. Will you shut the door when you go upstairs, please? Shut the door, okay?
What are the 49ers rivals again? Like the Chiefs or something?
No. The Rams, the Cardinals,
Cardinals.
Seahawks, Packers.
Okay, but guess what? You know how we hate the Bears?
Sure, yeah.
TJ likes the Bears.
Well, I always knew I didn't like TJ.
What?
I'm joking. Okay, see ya.
No!
Upstairs, please.
You?
Shut the door, please.
How dare you?
Please shut the door.
Okay.
If your friends are coming over. You only have like a half an hour before soccer. Good grief. Sorry, guys. Okay. They got their teams picked. See some guesses coming in. We're completely full besides Richardson and Bolton. Apologies for the delay. I know you guys have things you do, and no one's going to be stuck to their phone all day, so I get that. When it comes to mini, sometimes people have work and they can't even have their phone at work, and that was the case here. So no stress. My fault for doing a mini or trying to get it that close, but I've got soccer. Soccer's an hour later today than usual, so I kind of caught a break there. I didn't realize that until just a little while ago. And then I'm going to the Mammoth game tonight, so I don't have much time besides rolling it now. So here we are. Quick turnaround for solos and randoms, but we're good to go. Again, Bolton, Richardson, last two solos, those are $8 each. Anthony Richardson, Nick Bolton. We will do our licensed jersey first, do some full-size Fire Factory, and then we'll probably try a two-boxer. My wife is home, so she can get him ready for soccer and not me this time. So I think I'm okay to do the two-boxer. Get your guesses in. Guess 5 players you think might come out of this series. It helps if you guess someone on the checklist. I'll try to catch any that are not. You can guess a rookie. They're not on the checklist, but we've been pulling rookies, so not a bad idea either. Let's roll with our jerseys. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining. Starters are going to drop in, what, an hour and a half? No Gold Rush full size. I'm going to wait until we start the new series. Figure out what we're going to use those for. So just 2 starters, Funko and baseball jersey. Tomorrow we'll do a dollar break that'll last until the Monday stream like we always do. We've been doing lately. There's some new additions. So I think there's going to be a few more, but I guess you can't see a couple of them. Here's a couple of fun ones. We got Ice Cube. It's a Nike, but it's a knockoff Nike, so I don't know if I'll probably list it as a custom. Ice Cube. Nice Cooper Cup, which is fun to see him on Seahawks on a Rave Mini. Emmett Smith, Matthew Golden, Lad McConkey, and then a bunch of new Funkos too that we're going to add. So there's going to be more Funkos. Jamar Chase, Shaquille O'Neal, Tony Hawk, Jordan Love, another Tom Hardy, but this time under Venom instead of Bane. They'll both be on there. And then Rey Mysterio from wrestling, which is cool. I used to love Rey Mysterio. So So those are some of the new things. I may add more. That might be it. I don't know yet. I'm looking at it later. So that's why the table is a little full. I need to finish taking pictures and stuff. Anyways, let's get rolling. Let's do jerseys first. Zach, I did not look to see if anyone had credit yet, so we'll find out now. Zach, you had Griffey, Bork, and Revis. Greg, Nix, Bowers, Darlene, Mayfield, Hextall, and Will Smith. Brian W., you had Bure, Johnson, and Vasilevsky. That's CJ2K. Greg, you had Herbert, Sergachev, and Vince Carter. Larry V., Magic, Adebayo, Bettis. Brian, you had Huberdeau, and McGuire. You sold Eric K., the Miggy spot, Cabrera. Brian, you also had Stamkos, Rice, and Sorokin. Larry V., Brodeur, Bagwell, and Guerrero Jr. Shannon, you had Love, Forsberg, McGrady. Daryl, you had Price, Paul, and traded for Byfield. Daryl, you had Caulfield, traded for Fox, and Puka Nakua. Mark, De La Cruz, Woodson, and Evans. I know that Woodson, Evans are up for sale still for $15 each. Chris Paul was up for sale, and there was one more name. I'll figure it out here in a second. Bill, Pat McAfee, Seguin, Robinson, Hogan, Boggs, and Hull. Jacob, you had Acuna, traded for Wilkins and Matsui. Jonathan S., Ewing and Bailey, you sold Shaq to Craig after a trade for Shaq. Zach B., you had Jokic, Trevor Lawrence, Matt Olson. David, you had Jefferson, Jacobs, and Dantley. Scott H., you had Smith and Jigba, Malone, and Crosby. Solos were Weber going to Scott, Chris Carter going to Greg, Paul Coffey going to Nick, and Jim Kelly going to Bill. Those are all our spots. So again, it was, if anyone's interested, there's one more name I need to figure out who it was. So we had Rob Woodson, Mike Evans, Chris Paul was Daryl, I believe, and there's one more that was up for sale. Champ Bailey, right? So Paul, Evans, Woodson, Bailey, those are $15 solos if anybody wants to buy them in this three boxer, sorry, not two, three boxer. If not, we'll get rolling. Okay, I'm going to close this, bingo balls, and we'll get going with the jerseys. A bit cold where you guys are at. It kind of cooled down the last 2 days here. I don't know what it is today, but I was outside early and it was freezing, but it usually warms up. But it's been getting cold. Still no snow, which is crazy. 52. Let's see what it says it is here. Probably about the same. 51. 51 right here. High of 52 today. Geez, 32 next Sunday. 33. Snow next Saturday. That'll be no snow in October or November. Just up in the mountains. Okay. Call. Maybe. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it says Tuesday too, but I'll get any here. I think it was in the mountains, but 10 minutes. It's been warm here lately, almost not. Dropped to a cool 64 today, still wearing shorts. That's the perfect weather, right? 60s. I know everyone says 70s. I'm a 60s type of guy. Like, high 50s. I wore pants the other night for my daughter's performance, but I almost never wear pants. So I'm not really a pants guy. I'm not a fat. I don't care to go buy stuff. I guess if I bought pants, I'd wear them, but I haven't bought pants in a long time. Okay, here we go. License jerseys, 153, 153. I'm more of a dress like Adam Sandler. I'm just joking. At home, I do, obviously. 20. And the last number is 198. 198. Gotta put on pants in public. How? That's a great. It's a great statement. I should say. I always wear shorts, but I don't wear pants. It's very true. I'll have to bring back. Normal, I guess. Okay, let me grab them, guys. 153, 20, and 198. Well, pants are there for court, but I like shorts all the time. Yeah, I don't enjoy wearing pants. I like wearing shorts. Last week it was 85. Oh, I don't wear pants. Yeah, no kidding. It was in here for much longer than it should have been too, but it just dropped the last probably like a month, couple weeks. Making sure that notification isn't a trade offer. I don't think it is at this point. We'll just go with what we got here. Okay, 153.20, 198. Good to go. Okay, good luck all. See if we can grab some claims. I can't remember if claims. I think they were both randoms on Wednesday. Maybe I'm thinking of East Coast, not Big Al's. I don't know. Okay, 20's up first. I read through those things. I don't think anybody had a credit. If I read through one of those and someone has a credit, just apply it. Go back and double check after the stream, but I don't think any of those were credit spots. I know who that is. Okay, here we go. 3, 2. That threw me off because the number, I'm not going to lie, shows like it's down, but the signatures on the college is normal 34. The thing I love about this jersey, one, it's Shaq. Everyone knows that's Shaq's signature, LSU. But the jersey itself is so maybe we could pretend that Shaq wore this custom. It's not a custom, sorry, Mitchell and Ness. Even though they would wear Mitchell and Ness. Great head. Shaquille O'Neal was not claimed. That's right. It was one of the traded, sold randoms. I don't even know where it started off, but it ended up with Craig. Craig bought Shaquille O'Neal as a for sale random. This thing could fit me easy. Holy moly! What size is this thing? 3 extra large tall. No wonder. Got to go tall, that's for sure. For me, Shaquille O'Neal got a long torso. LSU, Mitchell and Ness. What they call it? College. Sorry, 1990, 1991. Shaquille O'Neal, Mitchell and Ness. College vault. Love these jerseys. Matches very well with his main NBA team, the color scheme. So LSU and Lakers, very similar. A big jersey. I got you. Sorry, Daryl. Yeah. Nice hit, Craig. Who's started with? Sure, this today might not be. Beauty, Shaquille O'Neal. 153. Yeah, I don't want to say I don't collect basketball because I probably have 3 or 4 licensed basketball jerseys that I love, and I have a bunch, I have a few NFL as well. I just like the hockey jerseys. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Speaking of hockey jerseys, oh man, is this the one that's been for a while or the one that just barely got put in? Good grief. Did that happen last weekend too, or the weekend before that? Come on. I was excited that he was in there, and he comes out night one or day one again. Don't listen to me. They can hit the first day. That's fine. But I was excited to put him in, and he's gone. Carey Price says, that's me. That one is you. That makes you feel a little better about the O'Neal, even though you wouldn't PC that one. Carey Price, Adidas. I was so pumped to put this one in there. I don't think people realize how nice of a hit it is. Another because someone had them at auction and it ended way below what it should have, and I was going to PC it because I have a white one and now I have a red one coming. But maybe it'll just be another serious hit down the road since you only had one day in the sun. But I only have one price in my PC. It's not the white one. Speaking of hockey, yeah, I was going to ask. Daryl, is this a PC or is this a series one? That may influence whether I put mine in the PC or in the series again down the road. If I know I can chase it somewhere, I might do that. Carey Price. This is, what was that? Memorable? Frameworth, sorry. Frameworth COA. There's probably about 5 or 6 COAs in the NHL world that don't get put on non-NHL stuff that are very legit. Frameworth is one of them. Canadians, Adidas Pro, Classic Red. It's a beautiful big-time hit there. Daryl, congrats. So Carey Price and Shaquille O'Neal, 2 jerseys I would PC. I don't have a Shaq. I'd love to get an Orlando pinstripe Shaq for the PC. I don't know if we've had one in the series before. We've had a custom in like the winter, or whatever it's called, multi-sport back in the day when we were in that. But that's long gone. Okay, basketball, hockey. Last weekend it was all football, right? I think I remember that. It was all 3 NFL. Shaquille O'Neal, Carey Price. Shaq was in there a while. He's in the dollar break before. Carey Price, however, was not. 198. He was in for 48 hours, less than 48 hours. I got a Laker Shaq off you. That's cool. I can't remember I don't know if we've had an Orlando one. We've had a few Shaqs, a few Magic Johnsons, Magic's back in there. 198. Well, that one's obvious too. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Remember the colors, the way they put the numbers makes it obvious before you even see one of this team in the series too. Very nice. JSA certified on this one. That's a Toronto jersey, and is Vlad Guerrero Jr. 3 headliner type names for their respective sports. That's a fun little break. And we had 3 different sports too, right? Basketball, hockey, baseball. No football after 3 football last week. Who had Vlad Jr.? Reading it, I just don't remember where it was. Oh, there it is. Larry V. You had Martin Brodeur Jr. as your random. So Vlad, Daryl, Larry, and Vlad. Vlad, you on the Vlad. You won on the day where Vlad was 1. Oh, I need to open this baby up. Jay, what's up? How you doing, man? Another day, Jay. Another drop where you got a chance at Fergie if you're still going for him. Guerrero Jr. It's kind of like the baseball stuff is. If you don't want to spend a lot, you can jump in for a couple bucks every week, try to chase your guy. Or you can grab 4 spots for not too much either. That's what a lot of people do. Blue Jays, Nike. Nike engineered, nice hit. Congrats, Larry. Vlad Jr., Shaquille O'Neal, and Carey Price. So what was that? 2 randoms and 1 claim, although all 3 would be on headliner pitchers in their respective sports and third-party stuff. So I'm a fan of that break. That was a nice little mixture. Sorry to everyone else that didn't hit. 3 different winners today. Congrats to those that did hit. Shaq, Price, and Vlad. Okay, let's keep it moving. Let's go to Fire Factory. I'll show the screen here. I normally don't, but I will read off the claims. Let's see if we can get 2 claim hits today. Nathan, you had Mahomes and Purdy. Greg, you had Williams, Nick, Odunze, Sproles, Sanders, Young, Vic, Elliott. Bill S., you had May, Jonathan R., Clark, Mayfield, Shannon, Irving, Love, Burrow, Bill Hertz. Shannon, you had the Bills triplets. Les, you had Elway. Brad, you had Bijan and Manning, Archie. Bob, you had Jamar Chase, Marino, Lawrence Taylor. Greg, you had Sims. Jonathan R., Barkley. David, you had Josh Allen. Scott, you had Jefferson. Brian Evans. Mini winners, just like last week. There was a few that won more than 1. Jonathan R., you had JSN, Watt, Tomlinson, Taylor. Brian, you had Surtain and Nakua. Greg, you had Lewis, Gore, and Polamalu. And then Chris, you had Bo Jackson to close us out. There's 40 randoms or 80 randoms assigned to those 40 claims and 30 solos. The last 2 solos that haven't been bought, Anthony Richardson, Nick Bolton, if they don't go sold, no big deal. If they hit, we'll figure out what to do with it. Let's get rolling. Last chance to guess 5 people you think might come out of this. If you get 2 of them right, you get some credit. Did someone get it right last week? I don't think so. I'm getting my brain mixed up with the college guess because someone got right the college guess, but I don't think anyone got this one right. I think it's been a little bit. This is case 2 of 2 from the shipment. Just like we saw, I reached out to him about this, what was it, 3 cases ago where we had 2 Minnesotas. And they said, oh, we thought you did player breaks. I'm like, well, I do. If that's a possibility, just let me know. That's fine. So this was sent out before I talked to him. So who knows? Maybe we'll see 2 from the same team again. Maybe we won't. I kind of like the idea that it can happen, especially if we do team breaks. Just so you know that this one feels. Maybe not. Maybe I'm calling a visor on that one. I don't know. Probably not. 4, 3. Anyways, just for those keeping track, this is case 2 of 2 that I bought before we opened that double team box. I bought 2 more this week, so 2 more will come next week. I don't really like to buy more than 2 more anymore, just so time passes and stuff refreshes and all that stuff. Gives us a chance to get some of the newer stuff quicker too, instead of having it sit out there for a while longer. Okay, my guess is for position. Did I get position right last time, or did I get it wrong on the final guess? I think I had to get a defense, and I didn't get it on the final guess. So where am I going today? I've been so gung-ho on getting QBs, and I've been getting them. I'm going to say no QBs today. 2 wide receivers, a running back, and another. 2 receivers, running back, other. That's my guess. Okay, good luck all. We will likely try a Big Al's 2 box at the end of this. If it doesn't fill, we'll move on and we'll focus on Monday. If it does fill, we'll roll real fast before I have to run out the door. Okay, box 1. Here we go. At least I didn't see the sticker. I saw the team though. I did see the team. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. You guys know I love the red speed for the Bills. I guess you could call it throwback. Do they wear red normally? Now it's mostly just the white, right? Unless it's one of those days where they switch stuff up. Buffalo Bills. If you got a Bill, you got a shot. There's a bunch of Bills in this this series. I was looking to see if any made it to the solos. I don't think any Bills made it. Oh yeah, they did. At least one Bill. Still can't see it. We'll find it together. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, silver ink on this one. A little different. I like it. That's the Terminator. Thurman Thomas, Hall of Fame 07, I believe is what it says. They're going to wear it Week 18 versus the Jets. That's cool. I love these helmets. The Terminator, Hall of Fame 07. So there's my 1 running back. I can't have any more running backs. I was tempted to say 2 running backs again, but I didn't. Not claimed. I don't think it was a solo. So let me look around and find Thurman. There he is. He is a random on the TJ Watt spot. Jonathan R. starting off with a Thurman Thomas. Last game at their current stadium. Oh, that's right, because they're building a new facility, right? Sad and cool. Jonathan, nice hit. Thurman Thomas. That's my 1 running back guess, so no more running backs for me. Nice throwback classic of the Terminator. Okay, box 2. I saw the red, and I thought for a second that it was a rave, but then I saw the stripe, and I knew it couldn't be rave. style. Yeah, we'll do a live. We'll try a live fill jukeboxer. Did not see sticker on this one either, so let's see. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Kind of some popular teams coming out so far. Dallas. This is not a flat white. This is one of their alternates. I think 2024 alternate. I managed to not see the name on this one too, so we'll look here in a second. This sticker needs to come off though. Missing an earpiece on that side as well. It's in the box. That's good. That wasn't sticking. That's why. Hold on. Get a little folded up tape just to hold it in place. I don't know if you guys ever do like a permanent glue on there. I don't. I usually just use a sticker. Folded up piece of tape. Cowboys. If you got a cowboy, you got a shot here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Is this trying to trick me, or is that Trayvon Diggs? Is Diggs even in this series? It looks a little different than normal, but that might be just a slower Trayvon Diggs. This little bit right here is throwing me off. It's either a rookie or Diggs. I'm pretty sure that's Diggs, though. Does anyone concur with me? I think I'm used to seeing them on eclipses, too, so maybe it's just throwing me off. I think it's Trayvon. %, sure. But you can see there's a little extra loop in there. Packet certified on this one. It'll load. Hold on. Or not. Or it'll say there's no record. Try again. Nobody else has an opinion if that's Diggs or like a rookie or something. That'd be perfect time for this to be one that's not in the system that you have to ask them to add manually because they get missed all the time. 2W2 40832. CAPTCHA 74799. It's not pulling up. I'm almost positive that is Trayvon Diggs. I'll message him just to make sure on that helmet. But if anybody else is saying no, you moron, that's their new rookie that signs just like Diggs, just that extra line. Yeah, I mean, I question myself just because it's a little different, but I'm 99% sure that's Diggs. Diggs was not clean, was not a random, or was not a solo, so let's find him. You guys both guessed Diggs? You guys got shots then. Right there at the top, Trayvon Diggs for the Rome Odunze claim. Greg hitting another defender. The defensive coordinator hitting another defender. Oh my gosh. How dumb am I, guys? Just as a make sure there's always stickers. There's not always, but there is in these. Trayvon Diggs. Just look, it has an extra line in there. It's throwing me off. And I totally forgot to just look at the box just as a backup. I mean, someone at least make me feel better. It looks a little different, doesn't it? That little extra line. Usually it just looks like the TD. Looks like there's an E in the middle of there. I know the guys kind of slowly change their autographs over the years, but I don't think I'm taking crazy pills on questioning just in case. Or I am. I can see it better than you guys too, so maybe it's hard to see what I'm seeing on camera. Just a little bit, right, Brian? There's that little edge in there. I thought maybe. Greg, nice hit. Trayvon Diggs. Next helmet backwards again, so I'm not getting the helmet's room for me. I like it. 3, 2, 1. So we started off with a throwback, then an alternate, and then a classic speed here for the Bengals. This kind of feels like one name to me, but I could be wrong. If you got a Bengal, you got a chance. By the way, I've hit my other And I've hit my running back, so I need 2 wide receivers. I'm still alive somehow. Bengals. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It is Ja'Marr Chase. Ja'Marr. And I know D&W is saying, gosh dang it that I'm not on the dang Facebook page. He wanted to claim him, but he can't see the post, and he got to it late. Ja'Marr was claimed, I know that, by Bob. Bob, you claimed Ja'Marr Chase. Got one of the guys you've been after. Did you get 2 guesses right? In the first 3? Where's your guesses? Ja'Marr Chase. And normally I'd have you verify Diggs in this checklist, so. Well, you got 50 credit. Who else was it that got correct? Was it Shannon? Shannon, did you have Ja'Marr Chase? Gardner, no. You got a chance, though. Nice hit, Bob. Ja'Marr Chase. Classic speed. Is he that what the he gets suspended and like $500,000, 600,000. Specialty here, specialty. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You tried to claim Facebook makes it slow, so it has to go to me. He went quick. Just, throwback or alternate, and we got a specialty. A slate, and one of my favorite slates. I love the Charger slates. There was one we had, I'll always think of it. One back, it was a Herbert slate with just the best blue ink on it. It looked so nice. I think maybe Bill B had it or someone. Bill B comes to my mind, but I could be wrong. Loved that helmet. We'll see. This is Herbert, Tomlinson, Ladd. There's a bunch of different Chargers in this series. I think Gates is in the series too. Slate. If you got a Charger, you still got a chance. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Or I could be wrong on all of them. It was you, Bill. Okay, memory's not too bad. All right, that's a rookie. So that means everybody has a chance on this. We pulled him a few months back from Fire Factory. It was on a flash. I dig the slate. That's a Marion Hampton, I'm pretty sure. Becca certified Hampton. There's our rookie. I don't think we had one last case, but we do here. So you know what that means? We got to random it off. Well, Marion Hampton is not on the checklist because he's a rookie. So everybody has a chance at it. The only people that do not are Diggs, Thurman, and Chase. But the people that claim those still have 2 on that line. And if one of those hits, it still counts. Just cannot be Chase, Thurman, or Diggs. It is, we'll go to the number 2 name on the 7th roll. So we're going to roll it 7 times. Here, I should show you what I'm doing. It's not blind. Got my list here of 150 names. We'll go over to the random.org and we're going to run it 7 times. Easy peasy, simple. Good luck, all. This is for the Marion Hampton slate. There's 1. It's freezing. I just hit it again. There it goes. 2, 3, 4. So remember, on the 7th roll, if the top one is one of those 3, we'll go to number 2. We won't re-roll. 5, 6. 7th roll is Jonathan Taylor. Nick, look at that. Nick Bolton. I was also wondering if one of the 2 that didn't get claimed would come up. That was right there, one of the 2. Here's our winning spot for the Marion Hampton. Pretty sure that was claimed in the minis. Let me go look. On your claim, John Slate. Nice hit. On that one. Not hit. They're fun, but they go by quick. Let me get my copy and paste here, and we'll recap. Trayvon Diggs, third 2 boxes. Roll but worth a shot. That weird thing where it shows your ats instead of your names. I don't know why it does that. I don't know how to fix that. Yeah, I don't know what needs to happen to fix that. You fill up Bill B with Buffalo. Capitalize. Bill. I've got Nate just behind on Kansas City. Sorry, Nate. We're going to Pittsburgh. Bill S. That's spot 4. Atlanta and W got you. I don't know if you saw. You asked to claim the other night, so there's no extra pin late, but just in case, I know you're on a plane. 06 Cincy is Brent. 07 Chicago is Dave. 08 Miami is Deisha. 09 Minnesota for Obi with a random for sale. Shannon Vikings just gone. Okay, we'll give this minutes just to see if we can get it closed. We are at 9 spots. There are 7 left, unless I numbered wrong. I think I did. Okay, we'll hang out for a second, see if we can fill it up. If not, no big deal. I've got soccer in a few minutes. I am going to take a picture of this so we can get it fixed, because it looks like they maybe missed it in the system. Did you get Steelers? Yeah, you did. Right there, Shannon. You were just a little ahead of Obi. I'll refresh just in case, but I do see you just ahead of him. Zach taking Philly. 6 spots away. Oh, boy. So I think others will be speaking up if they got it right, but I think it was just David that got both guesses right. So I'll write that down for 50 credit. We'll give this 3, 4, 5 more minutes somewhere around there to see if we can get it filled. If not, don't send yet. If you have, I can either hold as credit or I can send back, depending on if this fills or not. So 0 stress. Let me put these away. Jersey numbers go in the first box, so I don't reuse the number. Does that light turn on? Yes, it does. Again, guys, I'll give it a few minutes just in case. If not, we don't run any. It's no big deal. Every time I go to a hockey game, I'm always hoping that we get the starter for the opposite team for the goalies, so I can watch the good goalies. And they tend to sit them against us. And I just looked, and Shesterkin is out tonight. But at least the Rangers have Jonathan Quick. That's fun. I get to watch a different legend, but no Shesterkin tonight. He's probably top 3 goalie in the league. At least he has been. I don't know about this year. I'm pretty sure he still is this year. I'm multitasking, guys, just because I can. Okay, we'll give it 3 more minutes, see if we get any more claims. If not, we'll shut this one down. I'm not going to run a mini for it or anything like that. Gunk on there from some adhesive. Last call for our final 6 spots here. we'll call it a day here. If any of this stuff, guys, that you've hit today, if it's staying and not being shipped, if you want to look at trading or selling it, please let me know. I'm happy to hold while you look at trading or selling. Jeez Louise, man. Every day there's a new post about that. Shannon grabbing the Packers gets us just a step closer, so we'll see if we get there. Restart the clock here for a few minutes. Dallas for Bill. Thanks, Bill. Appreciate you. Thanks, Shannon. 4 away. We'll continue to try here for a second. New England for John. Got you, John. There's also still a random up for sale from Obi for $20 if anybody wants to jump in but not pay the full price. You got a chance at a half spotter there if you want it. 3 spots left. So wait a few more minutes again, just in case. Oh, Utes just started. BYU doesn't play till 6. What time does Texas Tech play today? That's the better question, too. Giants Tampa Bay gets us a little closer. 1 more left. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. John, you're not showing me these weird YouTube back end names. Zach. Does it show that for you guys too? I don't really know how to fix that. It does that to me on some streams and not on other streams, like when I join. Does for you too? Yeah. I don't know that should be a thing, and I don't think I can. Reaction timestamps. Ooh, you can turn on timestamps? That's new. Moderation activity participants. Interesting. Okay, 1 spot left to close this. Obi still has a half spot as well. Then we'll roll Obi. If no one grabs by the time we fill it up, I'll run randoms, and then you can see who the team is and try to sell. Just so I'm cutting it a little closer on time. So. One final spot left. Okay, Washington. That closes us. John also has a random up for New England. Obi's got one up ahead of that. If they neither of them sell here in the next 30 seconds, we'll run randoms, and then we will just have to see what teams you get. And if you want to sell those, we can do that. We'll give it a second, I suppose, on the randoms, just so we try it. If no takers, we'll see if someone wants to grab them once they know your team. All right, let's run the randoms, and then we'll see if someone wants to grab your random team. I will, just in case. Where are you, John? Type it in just so I look at it one more time. All right, let's get the randoms going, guys. Thanks for filling that up. Apologies for making you wait a second on that one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 times 5, 6, and 7. Rams on top, Jets on bottom. Okay. Obi, just so you know, you have the Chargers, and John, you have Cleveland. If you guys are still wanting to sell those, let me know so we can at least announce it. Shannon, Pittsburgh, Houston. Bill S., San Francisco, Baltimore. Grant, Cincy, and Carolina. David L., Chicago, Vegas, Arizona. Obi, you have Minnesota and the Chargers. Zach, Philadelphia, and Seattle. Shannon, you have Green Bay, Denver. Bill S., Dallas, and Jacksonville. John, you have New England, Cleveland. Jonathan R., you have France and New Orleans. Zach B., Tampa Bay and Tennessee. David L., Washington, and Jets. Chargers are up, and then John, let me know if Cleveland's up. If you guys want 20 each, someone could potentially buy them. I'll leave that up while I'm rolling the randoms here, just so people can see. What did I just roll over? Nothing, apparently. Did my kids get any right? Dallas, is that William? William got one right. Vikings, Seahawks, not her. They got 2 more chances, though. Put these right there. Okay, let's check it out. We need 2 numbers. Still a very young, full-size series for 36. Let's get 2 numbers here. 1, 2. Pad, please. First number is 169. 169. And I'll put that where the jerseys were. Last one, 112. 112. All right, I'm going to close that screen down. If Chargers are still up, if someone wants them, you can still claim them. So no big deal there. I'll mention it one more time before we start, but just in case. Okay, let me grab them. I don't know where I just wrote those. There it is. 169, right? Yep. 169, 112. right. Well, likely, you know what? I don't even know. I think soccer goes 3 to 4. I may have time to run stuff to ship today before I head to hockey, but it may be as stressful about telling me quick if you want to have it stay here or not. So, okay, I don't see anyone grabbing the Chargers, and I don't think the Browns are up. So, let's roll. 112 and 169. 169. Okay. Well, let's roll. Remember, starters drop in 30 minutes. Just two of the cheaper ones, Funko and Jersey. What is it, 14 and 12? And then we'll do dollar break tomorrow with a bunch of new stuff. 112, Series 36, 3 Wonka. Seems like we almost never get Wonka on Saturday, at least the last few weeks. We're at least getting 3 today. Okay. See, someone is benefiting from, you know, I won't even call it that. We'll just take it for what it is. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I had since fixed the series to add the team that I thought it was, but I didn't take this one out. So in a rare occurrence, which I guess this is a fine name to do it with, we're hitting the same player on the same team in the same series. It can happen late in the series if I have to reload, but this happened earlier. We've got a Houston Texans. This is also a Blaze, so I didn't want to pull it out. It's been in longer than the other. JSA certified Houston Texans Blaze, and that is J.J. Watt. Remember, I put the one in thinking it was TJ. I fixed that and added where I needed to over there, but did not pull this out. I left it in, and it's already hitting. Crazy. Who had Houston? Not a claim. It was a random going to Shannon on your Pittsburgh claim. Not bad hitting a J.J. Watt Blaze full size as a random team. Very hard to get Blazes. I'm having harder and harder adding them in, but I still seem to find 1 or 2 per series. Whether they come out or not, it's a different question. This was in last series and maybe even one before that. J.J. Watt, JSA certified J.J. Watt hollow certification. That's a new word, by the way. I'm going to start using that. J.J. Watt Blaze, going to Shannon. Congrats, Shannon. Beautiful hit on the number 3 spot, random, and it's 3 points. Let me do that really quick. JJ, did our JJ have points? No, it didn't. Yeah, of course. Nice. Okay, next one up. Back to the page. I don't think I finished that one. I only did the other half. Shannon K points 22, 25. And we're done. Okay, box 2. Good luck, all. 169, Series 36, 0 Wonka. We're going to see it early. I predicted the future. 3, 2, 1. I saw Ray, but it was the Thurman Thomas. I was wrong. We've got a Atlanta. I think they look so nice. They're out there. I know that. Was claimed. You were trying to claim. You missed on it. You got this one. David. Will Cards hitting a Falcons Rave. Oh, nice. We've got Mike Vick. I thought for a second it was Penix, but I must have Mike Vick. Matt Goat. Mike Vick. Congrats. There's 3 red helmets, 1 orange. Not any blue or yellow or green. Sorry for those that did. Jerseys were all headliner type. Junior, Kerry Pro, and then Fire Factory was Thurman Thomas, Triggs, Jamar Chase, and O'Marion Hampton. 1 classic and a few different specialties there. All right, guys, I appreciate it. Carter starting in the next 30 minutes. A bunch of new stuff, and then Monday. I'm not sure what this week will look like on Wednesday with Thanksgiving, but I think we'll do it. Fire Factory and stuff like that. Okay, thanks for hanging out, guys. And, appreciate you. Have a good Saturday.